you have been told that silence is golden. But when dealing with a manipulator, your silence is not peace. It is his fuel. Dark psychology reveals a brutal truth. Every time you swallow your words to avoid a fight, you are not saving the relationship. You are slowly erasing yourself. He counts on your fear of conflict to keep you quiet, but he is unprepared for the moment your silence shifts from submission to strategy. The moment you stop explaining and start acting, his control crumbles. Today, we will not just teach you to speak up. We will teach you the deafening silence of indifference, the only sound that breaks a narcissist's ego instantly. In this video, we'll dive into the profound, protective, and transformative insights from dark psychology, drawing from lessons I cherished from my own ascent to help you reclaim your voice without saying a word. Let's begin by acknowledging the heavy atmosphere you have been living in. I know the sensation of that room. The air feels thick, almost pressurized, like the moments before a storm that never breaks. You are sitting there, perhaps staring at a phone screen that remains dark, or listening to the muffled sounds of him moving through the house, completely ignoring your existence. It is a specific kind of torture, isn't it? The sound of your own heartbeat becomes deafening in the quiet. You replay the last conversation in your mind, dissecting your own sentences, searching for the crime you must have committed to deserve this cold shoulder. You feel the urge to speak, to apologize for things you didn't do, just to break the tension. This is the design. Dark psychology always made it a point to remind us that confusion is not an accident, it is a weapon. He is not silent because he is processing emotions. He is silent because he knows that in the vacuum of his silence, your anxiety will do his work for him. You will dismantle your own boundaries just to hear his voice again. But consider this. What if you stopped playing his game? What if, instead of rushing to fill the silence with apologies, you filled it with your own absence? The modern world tells women to communicate, to over-explain, to be the emotional architects of the relationship. Society looks at you and asks, "Did you try to understand him?" But nobody asks if he ever tried to understand you. You have dishonored your worth by trying to translate your soul to someone who speaks only the language of control. Your inner self is exhausted, not from the lack of love, but from the abundance of effort invested in a void. It is time to flip the script. We are going to apply the first shadow rule, the law of observation over reaction. When he throws a bait, a sarcastic comment, a deliberate late arrival, a calculated silence, your instinct is to react, to defend, to cry. Instead, you must become a scientist observing a specimen. Watch him. When you stop reacting, you stop feeding him supply. I remember the dark truth being that a manipulator does not want a partner. He wants a puppet. If the strings stop moving when he pulls them, he panics. This leads us to the second shadow rule, the fortress of non-explanation. You have been conditioned to believe that you owe people an explanation for your choices. If you say no, you feel the need to attach a paragraph of justifications. I can't come because I'm tired and I have work, and stop. Every excuse you give is a handle he can grab to debate you. If you give a reason, you give him an opening to argue why your reason is invalid. Oh, you're tired, but you weren't tired yesterday. See how that works? Dark Insights would say in seminars that no is a complete sentence. When you remove the explanation, you remove his ability to manipulate the narrative. This week, practice the art of the bare no. It will feel uncomfortable. Your heart will race. But watch his face. He will wait for the excuse, and when it doesn't come, he will hit a wall. That wall is your dignity returning. Now, we must address the emotional hunger that keeps you trapped. This is the third shadow rule, starve the parasite. A narcissist feeds on emotional intensity. Whether you are screaming in rage or weeping in despair, he is satisfied because he is the center of your universe. Indifference is the only thing that wounds him. I recall a conversation with the shadows where my mentor told me, "He doesn't hate your anger, he hates your boredom." Imagine looking at his chaos and feeling bored. He starts an argument about something trivial, perhaps the way you loaded the dishwasher or a look you gave him. Instead of defending yourself, you simply look at him, pause for a beat, and say, "I hear your perspective," and then go back to reading your book. You do not engage. You do not absorb the poison. You let his words fall on the floor and step over them. This is not passive. It is the most aggressive defense you can mount. You are signaling that his opinion is no longer the currency of your self-worth. But be warned, when you start applying these rules, the storm will get louder before it clears. This brings us to the fourth shadow rule, the anticipation of the extinction burst. In behavioral psychology, when a behavior no longer yields a reward, the subject will ramp up the behavior intensely before giving up. He will not like your new boundaries. He will call you cold. He will say you have changed. He will say you are the villain for not caring. This is the critical moment where most empaths fold. They hear, "You don't care about me," and they rush to prove they do. Do not move. When he accuses you of being cold, realize that he is actually mourning the death of his control over you. Let him mourn. Stand firm in the eye of the hurricane. You are not being cruel. You are being consistent. As my inner mentor used to point out, if your boundary makes him suffer, it is because he was benefiting from your lack of them. Let's go deeper into the practical application with the fifth shadow rule, the mirror of absolute autonomy. This is about reclaiming your schedule and your joy. Often, in these toxic dynamics, you stop doing the things you love because you are waiting for him. You don't go to the gym because he might call. You don't visit friends because he might get jealous. You live in a state of suspended animation. The rule here is to act as if you are single. Make plans. Go out. If he calls at the last minute, you are busy. Not pretend busy. Actually busy living your life. This shifts the dynamic from you waiting for him to him having to compete for a slot in your life. It triggers his fear of loss. Suddenly, you are not the guaranteed appliance in the kitchen. You are the prize that is slipping away. The phone rings. You let it go to voicemail. You continue your coffee with a friend. You listen to the message later when you have the emotional bandwidth. You are training him that your time is a resource he must earn, not a right he can demand. As we approach the core of your transformation, we encounter the sixth shadow rule, the revocation of the benefit of the doubt. Empaths are cursed with the ability to see the potential in people rather than the reality. You look at him and think, he didn't mean it, or he is just stressed from work. You are writing the script of his redemption while he is actively burning the theater down. Stop being his PR manager. Judge him solely on his actions today. If he is cruel, he is cruel. If he lies, he is a liar. Strip away the excuses. When you see him clearly, without the filter of your own hope, you will see a small, frightened man using grand gestures to hide his emptiness. This realization is painful, yes. It feels like a grief. But that grief is the beginning of your freedom. You stop falling in love with potential and start protecting your reality. And finally, the seventh shadow rule, the silent departure. This is the ultimate power move. There is a fantasy we all have where we deliver a perfect final speech. He cries, realizes his mistakes, and we walk away in slow motion. Life is not a movie. Giving him a final speech only gives him data points to hurt you one last time. The most powerful exit is the one he never sees coming. You prepare in silence. You gather your resources, your support system, your strength, and one day you are just gone. Or if you cannot leave physically yet, you are gone emotionally. You have checked out. The relationship becomes a shell. He may be physically present, but he no longer has access to your heart, your secrets, or your tears. This is the ghost in the machine strategy. You are there, but you are unreachable. I want to take you to a moment of crystallization. Imagine it is a Tuesday evening. The old you would be anxious, pacing, checking the phone. But the new you is sitting in a comfortable chair, a cup of tea in hand, the warmth of the ceramic against your palms. The room is quiet, but it is not the heavy silence of his manipulation. It is the tranquil silence of your peace. He enters the room, sensing the shift. He tries a jagged comment, a hook designed to snag your insecurity. You look up, make eye contact, and offer a small, unbothered smile. You return to your peace. In that split second, you see the flicker of fear in his eyes. He knows. He knows the game is over because you simply stopped playing. It hits you like a bolt of lightning. The pain wasn't a punishment, it was a lesson. His criticism wasn't about your inadequacy, it was about his envy. You have become untouchable. This journey is not easy, my sister. It requires a warrior's heart to kill the people-pleaser within. But look at what you gain. You gain yourself. You gain a life where you are the protagonist, not the supporting character in his drama. You deserve honesty, respect, and emotional safety, not as rewards for good behavior, but as baselines for your existence. If this lesson speaks to you directly, write in the comments, "My peace is not negotiable." Let that be your declaration to the world and to yourself. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of dark psychology's profound wisdom. Apply these insights to your own path. Subscribe for more transformative content, like if this inspired you, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Remember, the most dangerous woman in the world is the one who no longer needs validation to feel worthy. Be that woman. Walk in the shadows, but live in the light of your own truth. I will see you in the next video. Stay protected.